Have you ever caught yourself canceling your own plans because your kids needed something again? Maybe you were about to meet a friend for lunch, take a class, or just relax, and then the phone rang. Mom, can you watch the grandkids? Dad, I need help with something. And just like that, your day became about them. Now, don't get me wrong, being there for your children is a beautiful thing. But here's the real question. When was the last time you truly lived for yourself? Many of us spent decades raising our kids, putting their needs above our own. It was natural. It was what we had to do. But they've grown up. They have their own lives now. And yet somehow we're still stuck in that same pattern, giving, sacrificing, waiting for them to need us. But let me tell you something that might feel a little uncomfortable at first. You are not just a parent. You are a person, a whole, complex, wonderful person with dreams, interests, and a life that deserves to be lived. So, if you've been feeling like life has become a cycle of taking care of others while your own joy sits on the back burner, it's time for a change. It's time to stop living through your kids and start living for you. Now, I know what you might be thinking, but they need me. Or maybe, what else would I even do? That's exactly why we're having this conversation. Because your happiness matters, and you deserve a life that's rich and fulfilling beyond your role as a parent. The truth is, when we tie our entire identity to our children's lives, we set ourselves up for disappointment. Their priorities shift, they become busier, and suddenly we're left wondering where we fit in. This isn't a failure on anyone's part, it's just life. And the sooner we recognize that, the sooner we can reclaim our own happiness. So where do we start? First, by letting go of the guilt. It's easy to feel like we're being selfish when we focus on ourselves, but let me ask you this. If your best friend told you they were finally taking a long overdue vacation, would you call them selfish? Of course not. You'd probably say, "Good for you, you deserve it." So why is it any different when it comes to you? Why do we believe that our needs are somehow less important? Taking care of yourself, pursuing your passions, and making time for joy isn't abandoning your family. It's setting an example. When your kids see you living fully, they learn an important lesson, that life doesn't stop at 60 or 70 or beyond. They see that happiness isn't something you outgrow. It's something you nurture at every stage of life. And here's the thing, the more you focus on your own happiness, the more you'll bring to your relationships. No one wants to feel like a burden, and when our kids sense that we're clinging to them for purpose, it creates pressure. But when they see us thriving, they feel relief. They know we're okay. And that makes every interaction more meaningful because it's built on love, not obligation. So how do we take that first step? It starts with something simple but powerful. Asking yourself, what do I want? Not your kids, not your spouse, you. Maybe it's traveling, maybe it's learning something new, maybe it's finally writing that book, or dancing, or painting, or just waking up each morning with a sense of excitement instead of waiting for someone else to give your day meaning. That's what we're going to explore today, how to shift from living through your kids to living for yourself, because your best years aren't behind you. They're right here waiting for you to claim them. For so long, your life may have revolved around schedules that weren't your own, school drop-offs, sports practices, late-night calls when your kids needed advice, and even now you might find yourself waiting for them to visit, waiting for their next phone call, waiting to be needed. But here's a thought. What if you stopped waiting and started living? Think back to who you were before kids. What did you love? What excited you? Maybe you had hobbies that got left behind, books you meant to read, places you wanted to see, or maybe you never had the chance to explore your interests because life just didn't allow it back then. Well, here's the good news. Time is finally on your side. And before you say it's too late, let me stop you right there. It's never too late. Some of the greatest adventures, friendships, and discoveries happen later in life, but only if we open the door to them. So, let's open that door. One of the best ways to start is by building a routine that's about you, not one that revolves around family obligations or waiting for someone else's plans, but one that fills your days with things that bring you joy. Maybe that means joining a class, painting, yoga, cooking, whatever sparks your curiosity. Maybe it's traveling, whether that means visiting a new country or simply exploring a nearby town you've never taken the time to see. Maybe it's dedicating time to friendships, because let's be honest, friendships can take a backseat when we're focused on family. And if you're thinking, but I don't even know what I like anymore, that's okay. That's part of the journey. You get to experiment, try new things, and rediscover what makes you you. The key is to take action, because the hardest part of change is getting started. Think about how many times you've told yourself, one day I'll do this, or maybe next year I'll take that trip. But then the years pass and those one days never come. So let's make today that day. And if you feel guilty for focusing on yourself, remind yourself of this. Your children want to see you happy. They want to see you thriving, not just sitting at home waiting for them to fill your time. And honestly, you'll be surprised how your relationship with them changes when you start living for yourself. Instead of conversations being about what they need, they'll start asking, "So, what have you been up to?" And let me tell you, there's nothing more satisfying than having a real answer, something exciting to share about your life, instead of just updates about theirs. So ask yourself right now, what's something you've always wanted to do but never made time for? Maybe it's something big, or maybe it's as simple as starting each morning with a walk in nature, just for the joy of it. Whatever it is, take the first step, because your life isn't just about being a parent. It's about being you. Now that we've talked about letting go of guilt and creating a life that excites you, let's take it a step further. Because living for yourself isn't just about filling your time. It's about filling your soul. It's about reconnecting with your own purpose, beyond being a parent or grandparent. Maybe you've already started thinking about what lights you up. Maybe you've even taken small steps, signed up for that class, reached out to an old friend, planned that trip. But there's one more piece to all of this. Truly allowing yourself to enjoy it. So often, we sabotage our own happiness without even realizing it. We take a step forward, then hesitate. Is this really okay? Should I be spending time on myself? What if my kids need me? And just like that, we slip back into old habits. But let me ask you this, when was the last time your children asked for your permission to live their lives? They don't hesitate to chase their dreams, take vacations, or build the life they want. And guess what? Neither should you. There's no need to ask for permission to enjoy your own life. It's yours. It always has been. Now, I'm not saying you should cut your kids off or stop being there for them. Love doesn't work that way. But love also doesn't mean losing yourself. The healthiest relationships, whether with family, friends, or even yourself, are built on balance. And the truth is, you bring more love and joy into your family when you are happy, when you stop waiting for others to make your life feel full, and instead, create that fullness for yourself. So here's the challenge. Take one bold step towards yourself this week. Just one. Maybe it's setting a boundary, saying no when you need to. Maybe it's planning a day that's entirely for you. No obligations, no waiting for a call, just pure enjoyment. Maybe it's starting something new, something that reminds you that you're still growing, still evolving, still living, because your life is still happening right now, not in the past, not in the what-ifs of the future, but in this very moment. And the best way to honor that life, by living it. So go ahead, stop waiting, stop asking for permission, and start embracing every bit of joy, adventure, and freedom that's been waiting for you, because you deserve it. You always have. And if this message resonated with you, let me know in the comments. What's one thing you're going to do for yourself this week? I'd love to hear. And if you found this video helpful, be sure to like, subscribe, and join us here at Elderly Wisdom Compass, where we're all about embracing life to the fullest at every age. Until next time, here's to living for you.